Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. It's nice to have you here. I'm going to be doing a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn. I'm not going to lock this down for the month of September. It's going to resonate with you whenever you watch this video. Okay, so for this reading, I'm going to start off with my Smith-Waite tarot deck. I'm going to be doing a 9-card spread. So the first 3 cards on the top row will show me the current energies that's going on in your romantic love life. The second row of 3 cards is going to show me the blockages, the challenges, and what you need to pay attention to when it comes to your romantic love life. And the final 3 cards on the bottom row will show me the advice for you. Okay, so I think I'm going to pull more cards for the reading later if I need to. We'll see how it goes, because I've done Leo's reading and I've only stuck with the 9 cards, so I'll see if I need to clarify or not. The shuffling is going to take a while, so if you want to skip the shuffling and go right into the reading, the timestamp will be in the description box below, so go ahead and click it. And give me some time to shuffle and lay out the cards. Oops. I don't take jumpers, I don't take flippers, because I've already set the intention before. Unless I set the intention that I will take the jumpers, then I'll take the jumpers. But I usually don't take jumpers. I don't take those that flip on their own. If they're meant to come out, they're meant to come out when I pull them. Okay, I'm definitely going to be pulling some clarifiers later, but for now, let's start off with the base spread that we have here. Okay. Well, for the current energies, we have 3 of Swords, the Tower, and the 2 of Wands. So these 3 cards alone tells me that you are already in this state of 3 of Swords, where perhaps things are not going right for you, or perhaps someone made you angry. 3 of Swords can mean 3 of Swords, we have three swords just stabbing into the heart. For me, Three of Swords doesn't necessarily mean heartbroken or frustration. It can just simply mean that, you know, your thoughts, because swords can represent thoughts in tarot, your thoughts are holding on to what your heart wants. You know, perhaps your heart wants a certain person, but you know, but your logic, your head is telling you no, it's not right. It's because he or she is not financially stable, or because they are not from the right kind of background for you. And you know, sometimes you know, things like that do come into consideration when people want to get into a relationship. So perhaps you are in the state. It doesn't matter if you're single or couple. I will try to cover as many aspects as I can. Yeah, but Three of Swords can mean this way, and you were probably in this state for quite some while, and it's becoming difficult for you to bear. Now the Tower can show that something happened out of the blue, something happened unexpectedly. It's probably, most of the time the Tower comes as something that you cannot prevent. You know, the Tower is a major arcana, which normally means it's something that is very difficult for you to control, I'd say. So either something happened, and now you're on your way to searching and then you go into this Two of Wands where you're opening up your options. You are searching for something else. So for this, it's very obvious, well, obvious to me, that some of you went through a breakup, or perhaps it must have happened like few days, few weeks. I'd say about, definitely recently, 2 weeks to 3 weeks. Yeah, within 2 weeks to 3 weeks. For some of you, it's on the 16th. Okay, for some of you that who are, let's say you are in a committed relationship, like say a marriage, perhaps your partner made you very angry and very upset. So here the Tower can mean that you lost your temper. It's perhaps something that you've been holding on to for a long time, to the point that you've reached your breaking point, and this is what the Tower means. Sometimes the Tower can mean epiphany. You know, out of the blue, you just burst. You know, you say whatever it is you wanted to say. You know, the Tower usually means you are breaking down. You know, the things that was fake or false comes crumbling down, because the foundation, well, not the foundation, is Tower. Usually they say foundation because it's usually the Tower card usually is explained as what you thought was true is now was not true. Okay, so perhaps it is like an awakening for your other person. You know, this could go vice versa. For, you know, maybe the person revealed something and it totally shook you. And now, perhaps now that, you know, once the truth has been revealed, you are trying to find a way, you know, perhaps to, you know, it's like, oh, thank you for telling me. So now we have this problem, let's try to solve it and then, you know, you are going out to search for ways on how to save your relationship. For some of you, this is something like putting your priorities. So you have 2 wands here, and because of whatever this thing that happened, you know that you have to focus on one option, and you have to put your other dreams, your other tasks, your other priorities, you have to put them on hold, and you're just focusing on this one. Well, it depends. Maybe for some of you, you feel that you have to put your relationship on hold and put your career in front of you first. Or it could be you're putting your other priorities behind and putting your relationship in front. It really depends on your situation, but this is what is shown in this reading. Now for your blockage, we have the Knight of Pentacles. For your challenge, we have the Hermit. And for what you need to pay attention to, you have Judgment. So blockage for Knight of Pentacles for blockage. For here, it's from how it looks, it's like things after what this happened is connected to this tower here. Things may have slowed down because the Knight of Pentacles, Pentacles in tarot, you know, sometimes we do talk about speed in tarot, and usually the Knight of Pentacles is very slow. For me, it is the slowest, definitely. That's a definite. Because the person is on his horse and the horse is not moving. The horse is waiting for the rider, for the knight, to decide what is the next step. Where should they go? Which direction should they go to? So with the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands here, I can pretty much say that as of now you are at a stage where you are wondering how should you go about this relationship with your romantic love life. What steps should you take now? Your challenge is the Hermit. So whatever happened in Tower, it has brought you into this state of Hermit where you isolate yourself, where you keep things to yourself. Of course, for some of you, it's definitely about you trying to find answers from within yourself. You know, why did this happen to me? Why did it have to go this way? Was it something that I did? Was it something that my person did? Here I do see 2 people who are not communicating. This person decided to step away, and this person is waiting to give their offer of the Pentacle, and he will not make a move until this person makes a decision. Yeah. So depending on your situation, if you are this person, then of course you need to make a decision. Otherwise, your other person will not know what to do with you. In other words, when it comes to this situation where the 2 of you are at a standstill, where one of you is isolating yourself, the other one is waiting, it falls down to this person to decide what's going to happen in the relationship. Now, what you need to pay attention to is the Judgment. The Judgment could be a very literal meaning. Could take a very literal meaning. You know, judgment. Be careful of judging yourself too hard. Perhaps you say, I should have known this person wasn't right for me. You know, it could also be, you know, other people told you, I told you, this person is not good for you. No, this is a literal judgment. But, you know, sometimes things happen, you know, you don't have to, there's no time for you to soak into this sea of judgment. You know, things happen. Now let's just try to solve it. See, be kind to yourself. If you are doing this to yourself. I also feel that for some of you, after going through this, there is some sort of an awakening for you. It's like you realize something out of this relationship, out of this situation, out of what happened. Because I see the Tower of Judgment and the High Priestess here. High Priestess is usually more towards the spiritual world for me. So since the High Priestess is in our advice, followed with the Six of Pentacles and the Magician. Now, this relationship, especially if you've gone through a breakup, or if you've gone through a separation, or if there's any tension between you and your partner, then try to practice more being quiet in your own self, in your own consciousness. Try to meditate more, because you have judgment around you. So with judgment and High Priestess, sometimes you know, things are going on in your head. That's why you're in hermit mode. Because hermit is in your challenge, you are isolating yourself, and you know it's very dangerous if you're not seeking help. Because hermit, in one extreme, it can mean you can go into depression. Okay, so one way, I've read a lot of testimonials where people people got out from depression through meditation. So be careful of the judgments around you, and don't let them get into your head. Practice more meditation, go into more spiritualism. For some of you, if this is an awakening, if you're searching for answers, then spiritualism is probably one of your way out. And if you're not a spiritual person, if you're someone who has a religion, then go for it. Go find an outlet which is more suitable for you, be it spiritualism or be it religion. For me, I think they're both the same. More or less. Six of Pentacles. So like I said, for those of you who are in this situation where one of you is keeping quiet, isolating yourself, the other person is waiting for you. So Six of Pentacles will be the direct advice for you and this other person. Six of Pentacles will be like, Six of Pentacles is a card of give and take. What you give, you must take back. What you take, you must give back. See? So perhaps in this relationship, you learn that my camera died on me. Okay, where was I? Okay, let's start back. Let's start at the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of give and take. So when it calls for an equal give and take, what you give you must take back, what you take you must give back. Okay, so especially if you are in this position where one of you is quiet and the other one is waiting for you to make a move, for whatever happened before, let's say perhaps maybe you've been taking too much. Now is the time for you to learn to give back. For some of you, it's if you've been giving too much, it's time for you to draw your boundaries and say, you know what? I've been putting in a lot of effort in this relationship. It's time for you to show me that you want to work on this as well. No? The Magician in a relationship reading, it just shows me that the relationship is, everything is there. There's not really a lot of problems. So the only thing that will determine whether a relationship is good or not is up to how much you are willing to put effort into the relationship. Okay, if you want it, you have to put effort. If you want to make it work, then put more effort in it. If you want to call it quits, just call it quits. No. End up, Magician is about going for what you want. And don't be afraid of other factors, because everything is, the other factors do not matter. It's all up to your will, to how much you want what you want. Okay? I think I've only covered most of those who are in separation, going through a breakup, and committed parties. If we want to talk about singles, well, actually, going through a breakup is already considered single. Let's see what else I can see here. Okay, for some of you, especially if there's no one around, then these two cards will signify that things have slowed down in your romantic love life. You know, sometimes you just feel, when is that person gonna come? Are they gonna come? Oh, they're not gonna come. And you've been waiting for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And people are starting to ask, when are you gonna find a boyfriend? When are you gonna find a girlfriend? You know, because we Asians are nosy that way. Well, the older generations, okay? Pay no attention to whoever's making judgments or judging you behind you. So in that case, with the Six of Pentacles, it just shows me that if you really want to meet someone, you cannot stay in this hermit mode. You cannot stay at home, stay in your workplace, and then expect someone to suddenly drop from the sky and fall on your lap. You have to make the effort, go out, go through dating apps, ask your friends to introduce you someone, go join an event, you know, and make more friends. Socialize. If you do not put in the effort, how are you going to expect you're going to meet someone? Okay? Yeah, I think that's about it. I did not have to clarify. Yeah, I think that really covers everything. So I hope it helps, and I really hope it resonates. If it does, please comment below. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye!